Warrior Women. Thanks for tuning back in with Established Love, and just thank you for all the love and support even from our first launch. And we're just so excited to see where God is moving and taking this. And so thank you for partnering with us, joining us in the arena as we continue to just deepen our relationship with Jesus. So our last video, I was sharing about my personal experience about how my biggest wall that I was hitting stopped me from stepping into new beginnings was myself. And if you haven't had a time to check out that video yet, go ahead and just hit that replay button on that video. It will really help you to understand and catch up where this series will be going. So I really wanted to talk about from Jeremiah 29:11. I have the ESV version, you can read along with me. And it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." In the New Living Translation, it says plans for good. And so when I read that phrase, it really caught me off guard, because what does plans for good really mean? I think in my mind and abstractly, I was like, oh yeah, good plans. I received that, God. But I didn't really know what that meant in my life personally, in my own journey with Christ. And this was also a topic of conversation that came up a lot with people that I was talking with. What does it mean to have good plans for your life, that God has good plans for your life? So I started digging around what good meant. I was looking up dictionary words, I was looking up a thesaurus, I was looking up synonyms, and it just made me more confused what it meant. It just seemed such an abstract idea. And so I had to really change my point of view and look at it from a different lens. Rather than what is good, I had to ask myself, what stops me from seeing good plans, seeing good things over my life, the good things that God has for me? So today I want to challenge you with this question. With new beginnings, will it be a one-day idea? One day I'll get to it, one day I'll step into the arena, or will today be day one of stepping into the arena with us? I want to just offer you these 3 resources that really has helped me to grow in my understanding of what has been stopping me from stepping into new beginnings. Under the umbrella of self-awareness, and I learned this from someone I admire greatly, Dr. Brene Brown. She's a shame and vulnerability researcher. And she explains shame as if you're to go into a room and you see people that you knew and they just started saying the worst things about you. It's that feeling of never being able to step back into that room and show your face again. Shame attacks who you are, not what you do. And so the first thing I had to really identify was my shame talk. How do I talk to myself? When I do poorly, when I don't give my best, when I'm having a bad day, what is my self-talk like? Is it that I'm a burden, I'm not worthy, I cause trouble, I'm too much to bear? Are those the ways that you talk to yourself? I realized for me, that was the way that I would talk over myself when I wasn't doing my best. And it really shaped the way that I saw good things for me, because that made me understand that I would only have good things received if I can give out good product, if I can give out good results, good outcomes. But that's not true, because we're human and we're not perfect. We need the strength of God and the Holy Spirit to help us walk every day. It's His mercies every day that gives us the strength to walk. The second thing is comparison with our past. Now for me personally, I would compare who I used to be, what I used to be involved with, how I used to live, and it really impacted me in the ways that I wanted to live out. I felt like, God, there's no way that I can release this YouTube channel because of what I used to do and how I used to behave and how I used to act. And God really confronted me that I cannot allow the things that I used to be define who God has called me to be. And that's where I had to really check myself in my self-awareness. Where have I been operating in that lifestyle? Where have I been operating in that kind of belief system? And the third and last thing is the voice of the past. And that's even ourselves. I'll share something with you personally. God revealed to me a belief system that I had from my past. When I was 13 to 15, I was in an extremely abusive relationship, and during that time there was this core belief that came from that relationship, that I am garbage, Now, what is garbage? Garbage is easily disposable. Garbage is thrown away when it is done of its use. So those lies and that belief system really translated to the way that I did relationships, that I would respond to people, respond to situations. It would be from this place of believing that I was worth nothing, that I was just worth garbage. God, He revealed to me that He sent Jesus to die on the cross with this abandoned love, because I'm not worth garbage. I'm worth more than gold, and that is why He sent His Son to reconcile that relationship with me and Him. And so I want to challenge you today. What is your belief system? What is stopping you from stepping into the new beginnings? It is hard to live in the truth when you operate from lies. And so I want to challenge you, warrior women, to identify what are these lies that you are believing in. What are the lies that you believe in from your past, the voices of your past, and even your shame talk. And when you identify that, you are able to see God, ask Him to come into those areas to transform them. It's hard to transform when you're not aware of what needs to be changed. And so I want to just encourage you, God does have amazing plans for you. In Jeremiah 29:12, it says, "Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will hear you." We have that assurance that when we go and seek Him, we will find Him. And it may be challenging, it may feel uncomfortable, like a muscle that you haven't worked out in a long time. And hey, that's okay. Go ahead, come and join us. Go and seek Him. We want to walk alongside of you because we're in this journey together. We're in this race together. And I'm just so excited for the ways God will reveal and bring healing in your life and breakthrough, because He is the restorer and the redeemer and the healer over our lives. So warrior women, I hope that one day will turn into day one today. And I hope to see you next time. Bye, ladies.